The Raiders are back at home week 3 after a rough trip out east.
I'm not real encouraged about much of what we did today, just as an overall team.
Vegas welcoming in the Pittsburgh Steelers, showing up with chests puffed.
Saw the ball come out.
Play action fake, he's back.
There's the ball is out, and the Steelers pick it up. Steelers with the touchdown.
And I was able to scoop it and score it, and the place went bananas.
Pittsburgh is 1-1 and are rolling into the Strip off a win that personified Steelers football. It's called curtain ball, and they think they can play some more of it this week.
Intercepted on a tip with that football. Alex Highsmith to the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Can't say enough about Highsmith. You know, he had a pick six and a big sack fumble.
Black Hole, know this. TJ Watt and his friends are in a frenzy.
We got the best player in the world, in my opinion, in 90, and 56 is close behind.
Watt is on tilt, as they say. 3 sacks, a forced fumble in game 1. Follows it up with a sack, hit the QB a fat 4 times. TJ swatted the ball once and housed a fumble.
I just think we really fed off the crowd.
He gets the snap, 4-man rush, he's back, pocket collapses, he's hit, and down by T.J. Watt, who breaks the Steelers' all-time sack record.
And I still think we can do a better job of executing in those moments when the crowd is going absolute bananas.
It begs the question, what does he have for Act 3, and what do the Steelers' pass rush have for us this week? They wreaked havoc on Deshaun Watson in week 2, shared a sack sixer, hit him 11 times.
4-man rush. Watson keeping it alive, but not anymore. And another sack by the Steeler defense.
Steelers DBs used that to take care of Watson through the air, had that pick 6, low 70s rate, under 6 yards per attempt allowed.
Pocket collapses, he throws it down the field, out of bounds, incomplete. What a great job by Joey Porter Jr. Ball over on downs.
That group now turns its attention to Jimmy G and Who at wide receiver. The Raiders' offense would be really handcuffed this week if they don't get Jacoby Myers back or Devontae Adams, who left their game last week after a big hit.
Adams in triple coverage, and he is crushed at the 5 and a flag.
Adams did score before departing, but it wasn't nearly enough.
Starts with myself. I mean, I made way too many mistakes.
Garoppolo didn't crack 200 yards, 1 touchdown against 2 picks, sub-70 rating.
Looking left the whole way, now the pocket collapses. Throw for Jacob, picked off by Milano.
And the reason why that happened is because the Raiders have been relying on the check down all day.
Pressure wasn't the problem either, yet Jimmy threw to a running back second most.
Dumps it short, Jacobs at the 45 up the middle. Has the 50, 10-yard pickup, another check down.
Hopefully they get both their wide receivers back and it's a fair fight. They could really be up against it if Adams and/or Myers isn't available. If that's the case, load up on Josh Jacobs, right?
I'm going to have to do a better job of figuring out what we need to do to get JJ going.
Jacobs may have had a meeting with the Bobs this week. What does it just say you do here?
We couldn't even really get him to the line of scrimmage without being touched.
9 carries, minus 2 yards on the ground last week.
There is just nowhere to go, and he had Jacobs' waist as soon as he had the football.
Pittsburgh's defense could be the one he rebounds against. They struggled against CMC in week 1, allowed almost 200 rushing yards to the Browns in week 2, almost 6 per run, and gave up some biggies.
And that is a 70-yard run by Jerome Ford.
Steelers defense, though, held it down while they awaited their O-face coming around.
You got a defense like that, they make plays and put points up on the board and get those turnovers. It's unreal as an offense to have that.
Kenny Pickett hoping for a quicker start this week. He didn't put up huge numbers in week 2. Their defense accounted for 2 touchdowns, but he found some chemistry with George Pickens that led to some big gains in the second half.
Pickens spinning catch. And these two starting to heat up a little bit.
Pickens went for over 120 yards and a long score in week 2.
Pickett wide open, Pickens. There he goes. Touchdown Steelers, back on top.
Raiders don't have to worry about Pittsburgh wide receiver Deontay Johnson, and maybe that makes it easier for them to cover compared to Buffalo. They gave up big numbers to Josh Allen, over 270 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, didn't pick him, a rating over 120.
Allen on the move, and chased there by Tillery, and he's got Gabe Davis. Catch and run, 40 yards.
Vegas sacked Allen a few times, but they need more from their pass rush this week. Pickett went down twice, got hit 9 times.
Pressure right up the middle, and Pickett is brought down for virtually untouched.
Steelers' run game still the X factor. Najee Harris at least had a 21-yarder that allowed him to end over 4 yards per carry.
Najee Harris can't bring him down until Harris has a first down plus.
Steelers as a team, though, under 3 yards per run last week. Raiders' run defense over 120 yards allowed, 7.2 a carry to James Cook.
Oh, bursting free is Cook. Look at him rocket downfield and seal things for the Bills.
Whoever gets to 2-1 is going to feel like that kid in the commercial riding around on his bike. I look good today. Pick the winner, include some analysis. We wrap it up with the panel of 10.